Good morning, my friends. It's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I'm going through my good midlife crisis, where I am journeying through my 40s. Y'all, I'm halfway through my 40s. I'm almost on the other side of halfway through my 40s, but I'm journeying through my 40s, and I am working so hard to get my poop in a group. In order to do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health. Today is Friday, March the 6th, and we are going to be doing a financial health check-in. We are going to be budgeting out the money that you see above my head, $434.73, so not a whole lot of dollars this week. And we're going to be using the app that you see surrounding me. This is an app called YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. The way I do my budgets is I am paid bi-weekly, so this is just rollover from last week's check. But I budget every single week. And the reason I budget every single week is because of my variable expenses. I've had a couple of people talking to me about this in the last couple of weeks, so I want to make sure I mention it again because every time I forget to mention it, somebody asks me about it. I know that a lot of people who are paid bi-weekly budget bi-weekly, and people who are paid monthly budget monthly. But for me, it didn't work out that way because my brain sees a lump sum in an account and it's like, oh, that's how much money we have to spend. That's why I needed the YNAB, which has little separate categories broken down for me to understand, okay, you may have $3,000 sitting in your checking account right now, but a lot of that is for rent and for groceries and for your gas bill and for YouTube. You don't have $3,000 sitting there to spend. It's for an emergency fund. It's for whatever. My emergency funds and my savings, but you know what I mean. I needed it to be broken down into categories so that I could look at the budget and see how much money is available to me to spend right now in that category. And at first I was doing it bi-weekly because that's how often I got paid. So I would say I do $100 every paycheck for dining out. I put the $100 in there. I'd go out. I'd go have a fantastic weekend, go buy steak dinners, have a couple of drinks, do whatever I wanted. But then for the next week and a half, I had $0 for dining out. I found that by giving myself $50 one Friday and then $50 another Friday, I could make it last. The same $100, I made it last the whole 2 weeks instead of being split up into 2 weeks. So it worked better for my brain that way, and that's why I do it. I've had a couple of people tell me that they have started trying to do it that way, and it's working for them. If you are one of them, let me know. Is it working for you? I hope this is helpful. That is the whole point of this. I need y'all to help keep me accountable, and I want to give y'all some tips and some tricks, some ideas of what might work for you in budgeting, because personal finance is so nuanced, and every single person is different. That's why I love YNAB. It's so customizable. I have my own categories. You can create your own categories. It's so amazing, y'all. I have a coffee category because I love coffee. And so I give myself $25 every single week that I can spend on coffee at a coffee shop. If I buy like a muffin at a coffee shop, I also count that as coffee. But, it goes toward my coffee fund. How was y'all's week? If you're returning, did you have a fantastic week? How was your week even if you're new? I hope y'all had a great week. Y'all, I live in Central Texas, and we have a thing called cedar fever here. If you're in Central Texas, you know it. And if you're not, you probably have never heard of it. But it is like a legit illness that hits every year around between December to February. I have lived here for 21 years, and I have never experienced cedar fever until the last 2 weeks. That's what's been wrong with me. That's what it was. It was cedar fever. And Nathan told me that on Monday because it's weird. I'll feel completely fine. Sunday, I was totally fine. It was like, whatever was wrong with me, I've kicked it. I'm healthy again. Monday morning, I woke up. I literally couldn't breathe. I had to pull out my inhaler. I have like a little Primatene Mist over the counter and rescue inhaler because every once in a while my lungs get a little. I smoked for 11 years. I haven't smoked in more than 11 years, but I did smoke for 11 years. And I've been obese my entire life. So every once in a while, if I get like super sick or really allergy, I need a rescue inhaler. But it's not on a regular basis. But I had to pull it out because I could not breathe. I was choking. I was gagging. I was taking the Mucinex. My sinuses were just running like a sieve. I sounded like, I don't know, like there were rocks in my throat. It was awful. I was even running a low-grade fever. And Nathan was telling me, It's cedar fever, Becky. I was like, I've never had cedar fever. I looked up the symptoms. Y'all, I had literally every single symptom of cedar fever. Every one of them. Check, 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 because in true Becky fashion, I couldn't make up my mind. I was like, I don't know which one of those I want to pick. I'll take them all, please. And so I did. But it comes and it goes with the weather, and I feel pretty good during the day for the most part. And then as the day goes down, my energy level goes down, my sinuses start to drain. It's awful. So like at night and in the mornings, I feel pretty bad. But I did wake up this morning and take a shower to clear everything, wash my hair. So I know it's a little weird looking right now because I just washed it. And then I went and got myself a coffee because I wanted one. They were out of muffins, but that's okay. I'll have eggs. I love eggs. Um, Yesterday I went up and had a girls' night with my bestie and her two daughters. We had dinner, we did some face masks, we read. Ren is in kindergarten. She is learning to read, and she read me a Paw Patrol story. It was the cutest thing ever. I love those girls. And then we played, they have this like game. It's like a little box that sits on a table and it like picks you up, like you can see it, and they have different games on it. It's fun. It just hooks up right to your TV. And they love playing it, and it uses a lot of energy. But I played one of the games with them and watched them play a couple. It was such a fun night. Um, that was all I did yesterday. Tonight I have no plans. I'm very excited to do nothing. But tomorrow we're finally celebrating my mom's birthday, which was last month. But if you've been around for a little while, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with me every week. I love y'all. If you've been around, you will know that I have had, this would be my third Saturday in a row where I'm celebrating a birthday. So we had my great niece's birthday party on 2 Saturdays ago. Last Saturday we had Ren's birthday party, and then tomorrow we're celebrating my mom's birthday. So we had to find a weekend that everybody was available to go celebrate my mom's birthday dinner. Um, so I'm looking forward to seeing everybody and spending time with my family. My friend Robin came up on Wednesday night. I helped her with her taxes. We went to dinner. She bought me some nachos, which are my favorite, as a thank you for helping her out with her taxes. She's the one who just lost, my goodness, y'all. She lost her puppy like the end of last year. She was a caregiver and lost that person passed. That they were in their 90s, so it wasn't unexpected, but still, it's hard. And she just lost her brother. Y'all, this poor woman. If you could keep Robin in your prayers, I know she would appreciate it. But she was here on Wednesday. I got to spend the evening with her, and she may come back up this weekend. But y'all, the most exciting thing about this weekend, if you watch my vlogs, Charlie, my puppy, who is a year old, wants to go outside constantly. He wants to go in and out and in and out and in and out. He's like a cat. If he's outside, he wants to be inside. If he's inside, he wants to be outside. And he'll sit here right next to me and just stare at me with his adorable puppy dog eyes and whine at me to want to go outside. And I'll be in a meeting. I work, this is my job. I'm working and I'm in a meeting and my dog is whining at me to go outside, and he will not go ask Nathan. He won't. But because he doesn't actually have to go outside, he just wants to go outside. I think we're going to get a doggy door. I'm so excited to get a doggy door. Not 100% sure, but I think, because the problem is, if you've watched my vlogs, you've probably seen my back door, though you may not have paid attention to it because why would you? But it's just all glass. It's all glass, and it's got like the curtains, like the blinds inside the glass, and then the back screen door is actually also just a glass door. So it's all. So we've never been able to put in a doggy door, but it's just we're just gonna have to replace the whole thing to get a doggy door because this is getting out of hand. But anyway, so my mom's birthday, doggy door, church on Sunday. And I think that's it. I did get a new book this week. Thank you, Livy. I've added it to my TBR, and which is to be read. But I think those are all my exciting updates. If you're new, welcome. I'm so excited you're here. I do talk a lot. I hope you get to know me. I hope you enjoy that. And I hope you leave me some comments in the comment section and tell me about yourself so we can have a conversation. But yeah, it is just after 7. It is 7:09, and I don't have a ton to budget. Good, because I don't have a ton of money. But let's go ahead and get started. I do have one overspent category, but it's not really overspent. It just came out a day earlier than I was anticipating it. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to get myself up in the corner, and we'll come back and do my budget. Welcome to my budget. This is how I have my category set out. I have my throughout the month. These are the things that I will fill and spend from all through the month. I have a once a month category. These are bills. These are my bills, and they only hit once a month, so I named them that. I have a giving category. I did spend the majority of my giving this month on my nephew's birthday present, so we'll see how I'm doing. And then I also have holiday giving. This is for Christmas because I buy Christmas presents all year round. These are my credit card payments. When you put a credit card into YNAB, it automatically categorizes it as a credit card. You cannot change it, which at first I was very frustrated about and very confused. It is the most confusing part of transitioning to YNAB. It is the most important step for getting debt free. I love the way YNAB treats credit cards. I love it. So the way it works is this is a credit card. No matter what category I spend from, if I go to Best Buy and I buy something for household, if I buy something for gifts and giving, if I buy something for personal care, because Best Buy has everything now, if I buy any of those things, whatever category I pull it from, it will take the money out of that category and move it down to my Best Buy card so that I no longer show that money is available to spend in my household section, in my electronics section, whatever section I pulled it from. It's only available. That money is now available only to make a payment to my credit card. That is all I can do with that money. I could physically reassign it, but I would have to do that. It would have to be a choice that I made to not pay my card and to reassign that money to another task. It's still my money. I can still do what I want with it. This way, my brain knows this money has been used. The only thing that this money is really here to do is to pay off this credit card. And I love it so, so much. Princess is a little overspent just because I have a Liquid IV subscription that comes out every month. They auto ship me some packets of Liquid IV. It's like 30% off if you order it from them directly. I think it was 30, maybe. I don't remember. I don't remember the percentage off. It was a discount. It's definitely cheaper to buy it from them than it is to buy it from the store or to buy it from Amazon or anywhere else. So I have it auto shipped, and it normally auto ships on the 6th, but it shipped on the 4th this month. And so when I was reconciling my accounts last night, I saw it had already come out. I'm just going to cover it because it was already in today's budget. So $66.17, and that was the only bill that I had to pay. That's it. The other things that I'm going to fill today are my weekly. So I set up a view right here. These are categories that I will fill every single week. This is the reason. These categories are the reason that I budget weekly. So I'm going to give myself $50 for dining out. Whoa, I'm being very generous. I gave myself $500 for dining out. I'm going to give myself $50 for dining out. I did go to, I went up for dinner last night with my bestie. And so I picked up dinner, and I feel like I went out one other time. And I Robin bought I can't remember what I did. Did I go out again? I had to have because I had a couple of things. Anyway, this money will be as an overflow in case we go over the $300 that I have for my mom's birthday. I don't anticipate that we will, but this just gives me a little extra wiggle room to cover for mom's birthday dinner tomorrow night. That's a thing. If you're new here, I love to buy things for people. That is my love language. It is the reason I am trying to be selfish this year. My sign says, be kind to selfish. That's a reminder to myself because that's one of my goals. I'm trying to up my personal care, up my fun money, spend some more money on myself and slightly less money on other people. My gift giving budget used to be $150 every month. I downed it to $100. I am trying really hard, but one of the things that I love to do is to take my entire family out for a meal at least once a year, and that is on my mom's birthday. And so tomorrow when we go out for dinner, I'm planning to pay for everybody. My nephews will probably try to pay, they always do, but it's something that I like to do. I don't get to see them very often. I don't get to spend a lot of time with them, and this is just how I can show. This is how Becky expresses love. Anyway, I mean, also, I hug. And I say I love you, but I also like to buy things. Anyway, so this will be overflow in case I go over. Groceries, I give myself $120 a week. It used to be $125, but I've downed it to $120, shaving $5 a week off the top to pay for my Book of the Month subscription because that's just under $20 a month. So $5 a week, 4 weeks in an average month. That's $20. This is why budgeting is so freeing, y'all. You can look at your budget and decide, yes, I absolutely can buy that book box. I'm not going to stress about it. I can do it because here's how I'm going to cover it. Budgeting it's changed my life. Ecclesial expenses. This is my church donation. Every week I budget $80 toward it. This will be either $60 for the donation and $20 to go out for a meal with the group if we go. Or if we're not going, it'll be the whole $80 will go into the donation. This week, a bunch of people are out of town, so we'll probably not go. So probably all get donated, but either way, it used to be that it was $60 straight up for the donation and $20 for the meal. And if we didn't go for the meal, I rolled that $20 back into the budget. I've changed that this year to where if we don't go for the meal, I donate that $20 to the church. Just because we have a giving fund at the church that I forget about every year. And so I make sure when I do my calculations, I make sure I contribute enough to make sure the room is covered that we rent to have church in. But I forgot about the donation. So I'm trying to up it a little bit. Coffee, like I said, I budget for coffee because I enjoy it. I gave myself $25. I have not yet done I think it was $7 with the tip for this, and I got Nathan some beignets when I went to get coffee this morning. So that I have to take that out, but I'll be fine. Fun money, I give myself $30 every week for fun money, and I give myself $30 every week for self-care. These I let build up, and I will spend them. Maybe I'll go get a pedicure. Maybe I'll buy myself a book or two. We'll see. Y'all, it's Kindle Unlimited days, and there are double points today and tomorrow on Kindle Unlimited. Not Kindle Unlimited. I don't have Kindle Unlimited. Kindle purchases. So, like, if you buy any Kindle books, you get double points. I have a whole wish list of books that I might go buy some from. We'll see. I do have some fun money to spend. The only other thing that I have to budget right now is my car maintenance. I need to put $25 into my car maintenance fund. This is one of my it's my quality of life. I'm going to put $25 into car maintenance. Did I not fill clothes yet? I haven't filled clothes. Well, that'll have to happen next week because I only have $856 left. So that is just going to go into my next week. I didn't have it on I just must have skipped that category. Was it supposed to be last week? Nope, totally didn't even write it down when I wrote out my budget. Y'all, I know I haven't filled my March budget. Honestly, between me feeling like crud every night and then Nathan playing his video game, he's playing Resident Evil 9, whatever the new one that just came out. And he likes to play it in the pitch black. And it's scary, so I don't hang out here with him because I don't like scary things. So he's been playing Resident Evil. I've been feeling like crud. So we're already on week 2. I probably won't get my March budget up, which is a shame because look at how cute this is. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. And I was so excited to film. Celebrate because we're going to go do my mommy's birthday. Anyway, I was super excited to film this month, but I can't shake this ick. Anyway, that's all I have. That's it, y'all. We're done. It's only 7:18. This may be one of the shortest videos I've ever made, but that's all I've got. I'm gonna go ahead and go make myself some eggs and get logged into work. I hope y'all are having a fantastic week and you have some fun weekend plans. What are your plans? Are you relaxing this weekend? Are you spending some time with family? What's up? Let me know. I hope y'all have a super amazing weekend. I will see you on Sunday for my vlog. I will see you next Friday for my next YNAB video. And I think that's it. Don't forget to hit subscribe, give me a like, maybe hit the hype button if that's an option for you. I love you and I will talk to you later. Bye, friends.